Hi, this is Ronnie with Everything Vive. I'm here at E3 2018, and I just had a chance to check out a couple of the games at the Bethesda booth. VR titles that I've been looking forward to getting my hands on. The first one was Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. And Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, for those, it was kind of you're basically in like a big tank type vehicle, and it's somewhat linear in that you're going down different streets, basically mowing down Nazis as you kind of stomp around in that huge like mech-like tank, and yeah, it was really a lot of fun. They were doing the demo using Vive Pros and the wireless adapter that's set to release hopefully sometime this summer. And this is one of the first experiences I had, especially with the wireless adapter, where I really thought the experience was super solid, just perfect, dead on. I didn't notice any kind of latency or anything like that. The wireless tech didn't make me nauseated or anything of the sort. And really, the demo itself, Wolfenstein plays extremely well in VR. It was a lot of fun. They basically, the way that you move around in the tank, or I think it was a mech. The way you move around in it is you use the right wand to actually steer the head of the vehicle, and then of course you have free motion with your own head within the pod. So I mean, imagine if you're in kind of like a rounded pod area connected to the top of a tank, and you're able to rotate the actual head of the tank with your controllers, but then you have free movement within the pod, just like a lot of the games out there where you're in cockpit views and that sort of thing. But I mean, it works really well. Obviously it's not like the most precise using the wand in the air to kind of rotate things around, but it does do the job, and I think it was the right decision as far as this generation of controllers are concerned. And then for the actual movement of the tank itself, you use the left thumb pad on the wand in kind of a freeform locomotion type movement. And I noticed they have pretty aggressive settings, at least on the demo here, to kind of limit your periphery vision once you push on that trackpad. But again, like for what it was, it really did the job, and I felt like I was in perfect control. And then the main weapon that you have at your disposal is a flamethrower, which you use by clicking in the right trigger. And then the other attack is you can actually ram with your mech or tank using the left trigger. So all of that stuff worked super well. Especially the flamethrower is super satisfying. I would say, the biggest takeaway here is just how amazing this engine and the visuals really hold up as far as this demo was concerned. I mean, everything looked great, especially in the Vive Pro headset, and the fire effects. The environment itself was very dynamic. You were able to knock down, you felt like you were in a mech, because as you're kind of stomping through these streets, you're able to kind of send cars flying, completely decimate any kind of trees or anything that are standing in your way, and while at the same time lighting the environment on fire, taking out all those Nazis along the way. So you really get a sense that you're super powerful when you're playing the demo, and it's easy, but at the same time challenging enough to where you feel like you're having a lot of fun. So I'm actually super excited about Wolfenstein, Cyberpilot. Can't wait to get a chance to play it some more in the future. And then the second title that I got to play, and I'm actually going to cheat and try to go over here to find the name of it. It was the Prey VR demo. It's called it's called Prey Typhon Hunter. And that essentially was like a short kind of escape room type experience. And again, the thing that stood out for me there was just the graphics and how amazing. Right now, there were some performance issues still, but obviously it's a very, very early version of the game, so there's no issues really there yet. But it is super impressive. It really looked great, especially in the Vive Pro. And for me, escape room type games are not really my cup of tea. I'm not super great at those kind of puzzle games, but I mean, for what it was definitely, the environment was super, super detailed, and again, you can tell that really Bethesda is doing a good job of trying to build these experiences from the ground up for VR. So you really get a sense that these games really show what the company's capable of in VR, as opposed to some of the earlier releases that they've done, like Doom VR and Skyrim, and those games where they're more ports than actual new projects that are being developed from the ground up for VR. Both of these experiences, you can tell they're designed with VR in mind, and especially Wolfenstein. It was really impressive. It was a lot of fun, and like I said, it was probably one of the best experiences that I've had using the wireless adapter. So those are my impressions of the demos. I wish I could have had a chance to interview somebody here at Bethesda, but unfortunately I didn't get my reservation in for the interview quite early enough. All the slots were already booked, but in the future, if we get a chance to kind of set something up, I'm definitely going to do that. Definitely talk to them a lot more, specifically about hopefully Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, because that was really the one that stood out to me. But Prey was also good, and for people that are interested in escape room type puzzly stuff, and also just if you're a fan of the Prey lore, there were a lot of kind of, I wouldn't say Easter eggs, but there were a lot of references during the demo to people that have played the full release Prey version of the game. So hope that fills you in a little bit on what those two experiences were like, and we'll be trying to provide you with more and more of our thoughts and analysis on the other titles here at E3. Take care.